Welcome to my very first online yoga class. I'm super excited to be sharing this with you. I'm in beautiful Dharmakot, India, up on a mountaintop somewhere. But let's get started. Let's start in a comfortable seated cross-legged position. And we'll just start by taking a few deep breaths, calming down the nervous system, calming down the heart. Let's just inhale for 4, we'll hold for 4, and we will exhale for 4 counts, and I'll count us through it. So inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold for 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold for 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4. Just bring your breath to a regular rhythm now, inhaling and exhaling as is comfortable for you. Bringing your hands to prayer position, setting your intention for this practice. Maybe you're looking for a little peacefulness, a little calmness, clarity, joy. Maybe you want to dedicate your practice to someone in need. Whatever it may be, set that intention now. And then on your next inhale, we will Om together 3 times. Exhale everything out and inhale. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Calm down. Okay, we are ready to begin. Let's just start by coming into a child's pose position. An extended child's pose with your knees coming out to mat's distance apart, bringing those palms out in front of you, letting your forehead rest on the mat. Inhale and exhale. Really breathing into this, feeling that in that lower back. Two more big inhales and exhales here. Tabletop position, starting with a few cat and cows. So let's start head lifted, looking up, arching that back in your cow, exhaling looking into your navel, into your cat position. Inhale, coming up to that cow. Exhale, rounding out that spine, looking at your navel, rounding out those shoulder blades, keeping those wrists right underneath those shoulders. Inhale, lowering that spine, looking up to the sky. Exhale, kind of rounding back into that cat position. Inhale, looking up, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. One more round here. Inhale, cat. And exhale, cow. Just coming back onto those knees, keeping those toes flexed, so you're sitting on your heels, getting a nice foot stretch here. Just setting your palms right on your thighs, breathing into this for a moment, stretching out the bottom of those feet. Maybe rolling out those wrists, getting those wrists warmed up, going in that opposite direction. Rolling out those shoulders, big arm circles, nice and slow. Maybe bringing those elbows back and around. Shifting your rotation to the opposite direction. Nice job. Coming back into that tabletop position, bringing your right foot back, stretching that foot one more time, strengthening that, pushing through that thigh and that calf, pushing through the back of that heel, stretching through that foot one more time, bringing that right leg back, right leg up, left leg back, stretching through that foot, maybe giving that ankle a nice twist in one direction, and then rotating the opposite direction. Coming back to that right foot so we can get that ankle rotation. And on the opposite side. Nice job, bringing that back. Rolling back up. Slowly coming up to a standing position. Letting your head come up last. Rolling those shoulders back. Shaking everything out. And then heading to the top of your mat. Starting with our sun salutation A. Starting in Samasthiti. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, folding forward, hands on the mat, bringing your nose close to your knees. Inhale, lifting halfway up. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back into chaturanga. Exhaling down all the way to the mat, lifting into your cobra position. And exhaling, coming back to your downward facing dog. Holding here for 5 breaths. Really settling in, maybe pedaling out those feet a little bit. Feeling a nice stretch in those ankles and those calves. Taking some nice deep breaths here. Really pushing into all 4 corners of those hands up at the top of the mat. Bringing those feet hips distance apart. Trying to bring those heels a little closer to the mat. Gazing at your navel. Last inhale and exhale here. Looking up to the top of the mat, and then slowly stepping or jumping your way to the top of your mat. Exhaling at the top. Inhale, both arms up, gazing up high, and exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, gazing up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Nose to your knees if you can, maybe keeping those knees slightly bent. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale, hands down to the mat, stepping or jumping back into your chaturanga, lowering all the way down to the floor. Inhaling into your cobra pose, keeping those shoulders away from your ears. Exhaling all the way down, back up to downward facing dog. Holding here for 5 more breaths. Maybe pedaling out those feet one more time. Really feeling this posture, gazing at that navel, keeping those shoulders rounded out. And the external rotation, pressing those palms flat into the mat. Last inhale and exhale here, gazing forward, stepping or jumping your way to the top of the mat. Inhaling halfway up, exhaling all the way down. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale, Samasthiti. 2 more of these. Inhale. Gazing up, exhale all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, lifting halfway up. Exhale, placing your palms on the mat, jumping or stepping back into your chaturanga, maybe all the way up into upward facing dog this time. And exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhales and exhales here, breathing through your nose, activating that Ujjayi breath. That breath that comes from the back of your throat and sounds like those ocean waves. Up to the top of the mat, stepping or jumping lightly all the way to the top, inhaling halfway up, exhaling all the way down, inhaling your arms all the way up, looking at the sky, and exhale, Samastiti. One more, last round, Sun Salutation. Inhale up, and exhale all the way down, gazing at your knees. Inhale halfway up, lift. Exhale, bringing your hands to the mat, stepping or jumping back into your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale up, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Holding here for 5 more breaths. Really pressing those heels down into the mat. Pressing all 4 corners of those palms down into the floor, the ground, wherever you may be. Lifting your head, looking towards the top of the mat, stepping or jumping lightly to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, all the way down, forward fold. Inhale up. And exhale, Samastiti. Sun Salutation B. Inhale, chair pose, sitting back, reaching those arms up high. And exhale, all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bringing your palms to the mat, stepping or jumping back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bringing your right leg forward, left leg turning out slightly, 45 degrees. Inhaling up into Warrior A. Exhale down, bringing that right foot to meet that left, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bringing your left foot forward, right foot out to 45 degrees. Inhale, Warrior A. Looking up towards the sky. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Bringing your left foot to meet your right, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding here for 5 glorious breaths. Catching your breath a little bit. Making sure that forefinger and those thumbs are where most of the weight is centered right now. We're pressing that into that L shape. Keeping those palms and fingers nice and flat. Pushing back into those heels. Inhale, exhale. Gazing at that navel. Last inhale, exhale here. Looking up to the top of the mat, gently stepping or hopping your way up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, Samastiti. Let's do 2 more rounds of this Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, chair pose, sitting back, bringing those arms up overhead. Exhale, all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bringing both palms to the mat, stepping or jumping back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bringing that right leg forward, left leg out to 45 degrees. Inhaling up, Warrior A. Oh, that sun feels good. Exhale, bringing those hands down, bringing that right foot to meet that left, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bringing that left foot forward, right foot out to 45 degrees. Reaching up to the sky, warrior A. Exhale, bringing those hands down. Bringing that left foot to meet the right, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhales and exhales here, catching that breath a little bit. Bringing that heart rate down. Remembering your intention, breathing into that. Activating that ujjayi breathing. One last inhale and exhale here. And then lifting your head, looking towards the top of the mat, stepping or jumping all the way up. Lifting halfway up, exhaling all the way down. Inhale, Utkatasana, sitting into that chair pose. And exhale, Samastitihi. Last Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, chair pose. Looking up at the sky, sitting back, tucking that tailbone under. Exhale, forward fold, bringing your nose towards your knees. Inhale, lifting halfway up. Exhale, palms to the mat, jumping or stepping back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bringing your right leg forward, left leg out to 45 degrees. Reaching those hands up high, warrior A. And exhale, bringing those hands down to the mat, bringing that right foot to meet that left, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bringing that left leg forward, right leg out to 45 degrees. Inhale, reaching those arms up, warrior A. Exhale, bringing those hands down. Bringing that left foot to meet the right, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding one last time for 5 breaths. Pressing those palms into the mat, rolling those shoulders out, shoulders away from your ears. Gaze is at your navel. Last inhale and exhale here. Lifting your head, gazing at the top of the mat, stepping or jumping all the way forward. Inhaling halfway up, exhale all the way down. Inhale, Utkatasana chair pose. And exhale, Samastitihi. Nice job. Let's get into our next series. Inhaling both arms up, exhaling all the way down. Inhale, lifting halfway up. Exhale, both hands down to the mat, jumping or stepping back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bringing that right leg up. Exhale, bringing that right leg forward, left leg angled out to 45 degrees. Inhale, warrior A. Exhale, coming into warrior B. Adjusting those legs slightly, lengthening them out a little bit, keeping those hips pointing towards the back of the room. This time, gazing over that right fingertip. Breathing into this, maybe sinking a little lower, keeping that knee stacked over that ankle. And then straightening that front leg, hinging forward as far as you can. Reach, reach, reach. And then bringing that right hand to that right ankle, that right shin. Lifting that left hand up overhead into your triangle pose. Just breathing into this, maybe gazing up at that palm. Maybe you're grabbing that ankle, maybe that right toe, if you can. If not, just resting that hand on that shin. Keeping that chest open. I really feel like you're lifting up away from your hip. And then inhale, coming back up. Let's turn and face the back of the room. Adjusting that foot so those that heel is in line with the arch of the back foot. We're in our triangle position here. We're going to hinge forward at the waist as far as we can. Drop that left hand to that ankle or that shin. Lift that right arm up high. Gazing up, reaching like someone's pulling that top arm with a string. Up, up, up. And breathing into this triangle pose on the opposite side. Slowly inhaling, coming back up. Coming into warrior B on this side. Gazing over that left middle finger. Making sure that knee is stacked over that ankle. Maybe bending that knee a little bit deeper. Inhaling here. And exhale, bringing both arms down. On the opposite sides of that left foot, bringing that left foot back to meet the right. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe into this here. And exhale. Inhale, raising that left foot up high. Exhale, bringing that left foot in between your hands, angling that right foot out to 45 degrees. Inhaling warrior A. And exhaling into that warrior B. One more time. Gazing over that left middle finger. Here's your side angle pose here. Come over on this side so you guys can see what's happening. So we're just going to hinge forward at the waist again. Bring that left forearm to the top of that left knee. Bring that right arm overhead into our side angle pose here. You can stay right here if this feels good, or you can bring that left hand down on the inside of the left foot or on the outside of the left foot, whatever feels good to you. Reaching through that top arm. You want to be one straight line from the top of those fingertips all the way down to that right heel. Inhale, slowly coming back up into that warrior B. Exhale into reverse warrior. Nice job. And waterfall those arms back, bringing that left foot back to meet that right foot. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, let's get that on the right side. So inhaling that right leg up high. Exhaling that right leg through, keeping that left foot out to 45 degrees. Inhaling up warrior A, and exhale warrior B. Gazing over that left middle finger. We're just going to hinge forward at the waist, bringing reach. Bringing that right forearm this time onto that right thigh. Left arm comes up overhead. One straight line from the tips of those fingers all the way down to that left heel. Nice job. Breathe into this. You can stay right here if this feels good. If you want a little more challenge, you can bring that left hand down to the inside of that left foot or to the outside of that left foot. Whatever feels good here. Breathe into it. Feeling this in that side body, opening up that chest, keeping those shoulders stacked. And then inhale, coming back up, warrior B. Exhale, waterfalling those arms down to either side of that right foot, bringing that right foot back to meet that left. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome job, you guys. Breathing into that. And then on your next exhale, looking up towards the top of the mat, stepping or jumping your feet all the way to the top, straightening those legs, lifting halfway up, exhale all the way down, inhale all the way up, and exhale, Samastiti. Okay. We're going to inhale both arms up. Exhale all the way down. We're going to bring that right leg so it's back about 3 to 4 feet. We're in our pyramid position here. Inhale. Inhale halfway up, exhale all the way down, bringing your nose closer to your knee, feeling a nice stretch in the back of that left thigh. Just letting that head hang heavy. If your hands don't reach the mat, that's okay. You can grab a block or a book or whatever you have nearby and just have your hands on that. If you need to keep your knee slightly bent, or keep it bent if you need to, and just try to get whatever you need to do to get your nose a little closer to your knee. And exhale, bringing that right leg to meet that left, bringing that left leg back 3 to 4 feet. Left foot is pointed out. We're in our pyramid position here. Inhale, raising that head. Exhale, bringing your nose a little closer to your knee. Feeling this in the back of that right hamstring. Breathing into it. Nice job. Exhale, bringing that left foot forward. Inhaling all the way up. Gazing up at that sun. Exhale, Samastiti. All right, we're gonna try to do a standing split now. We've stretched out the back of those thighs a little bit. So inhale, both arms up. Exhale, coming all the way down. We're just gonna stay here, let that head hang heavy, gaze at those knees, plant those palms firmly on the mat. We're gonna raise that right leg up as high as you can, trying to keep your gaze at the top of that big toe, or maybe towards your knee. If you're feeling balanced, you can take your ankle with one hand, test that balance there a little bit. If you're feeling very balanced, maybe you wanna take both hands around that ankle. Standing split position here. Breathe into it, 2 more breaths. And exhale, bringing those hands back to the mat, bringing that right foot down. Inhaling all the way up. And exhaling down, Samastiti. Let's do that left side now. Inhaling both arms up. Exhaling all the way down, forward fold, letting your head hang heavy. Plant those palms firmly on the mat. Lifting that left leg up this time. Maybe keeping a soft bend in that right leg, right knee. Maybe you want to test that balance. You bring one hand to your ankle. Pull yourself down a little bit further if you can. If you really want to give yourself that extra challenge, bringing your other hand to that ankle, gazing in front of that front big toe, that right big toe. Pointing through that left leg, trying to keep it nice and straight. 2 more big inhales and exhales here. And exhale, bringing both hands down to the mat, bringing that left foot to meet that right. Inhaling all the way up. And exhale, Samastiti. Let's do a vinyasa here. So inhale, both arms up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bringing both palms to the mat, stepping or jumping back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, we're gonna gaze forward in between those hands and step or jump all the way through to a seated position. Bringing both legs forward, seated Dandasana pose. Let's inhale, both arms up. And exhale, Paschimottanasana, reaching for those toes. If you can't reach them, that's fine. Maybe bending those knees a little bit, just getting as far as you can. If you can reach those feet, go even deeper. Keeping your head lifted at first. Inhale and exhale, rounding that back, bringing your nose closer to your knees if you can. Maybe you bring those hands down around those heels. And just breathing into this, back of those thighs one more time. And on your next inhale, slowly coming back up. Rounding that back, lifting that head up last. Inhaling both arms up. And exhale, bringing both hands down. Nice job. Let's bring that right foot into the inside of that inner left thigh. That right knee is pointing out, straight out to that 90-degree angle. Inhaling both arms up. Exhale, reaching for that foot one more time. Inhaling as you gaze over that toe, and then exhaling, coming all the way down, maybe rounding that back a little bit, bringing that nose closer to that knee. And inhale, coming all the way up, reaching up over your head, gazing up at the sky, exhaling both hands down. Switching your legs, bringing that left foot into that inner right thigh, making sure that knee is pointing out, that left knee out to 90-degree angle. Inhaling both arms up, looking at that beautiful sun. Exhale, reaching for those toes, keeping that head lifted. If that knee is slightly bent or bent a lot, that's fine. Stay wherever you are, wherever it feels comfortable, and then rounding if you can. Bringing that nose a little closer to your knee. Breathing into this again. Last exhale, bringing both hands up overhead, reaching towards the sky. Inhale, and exhale, bringing those hands down, bringing that left foot to meet the right. Let's bring both feet into a butterfly position. So you're trying to get those heels as close to your groin as you can. We're going to wrap those fingers around those toes and just butterfly these knees out. Get a nice stretch in that groin area. Awesome job so far, you guys. Stay with it. I hope it's a beautiful day wherever you are. It's so beautiful here today. Okay, exhale. Let's bring those legs out in front of you one more time. Let's take that left knee. We're going to bring it over that right knee. Let's bring that right knee back. So we're in like a seated position with that right foot right next to that, that left foot right next to that right knee. Let's bring that right hand up high. Inhale. Left hand comes behind the center of your back. We're going to inhale and then twist over to the right, bringing that right elbow, right shoulder into that right knee. And exhale as you twist, looking back over that left shoulder. Inhale and exhale into the twist. Inhale to lengthen that spine. Exhale into the twist. And then next inhale, releasing that twist, coming back to the center of your mat. Bringing just switching those legs out so that right foot comes over in front of that left knee, pulling that left foot back by your right seat. We're just going to start here by inhaling that left hand up, bring that right hand behind the back, middle of your back. Inhale as you lengthen your spine. Exhale as you bring that left elbow, left shoulder into that right knee and twisting, looking back over that right shoulder. Inhale to lengthen that spine. Exhale to twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Exhale, coming back to the middle of your mat. Extending both legs straight in front of you. We're going to lie down flat on our mat. We're going to give ourselves just a little breather here. One big inhale and exhale. My friend. Okay, let's come into bringing those legs up over your hips, standing shoulder pose. So we're going to bring those hands, lifting those hips up off the mat, bringing those hands underneath your hips, bringing those elbows as close together as possible. And kind of flexing and pointing through those toes. This should feel really comfortable. That chin is just sort of resting into your front of your chest here. Breathing into this. Breathing into it. 2 more breaths. And then slowly releasing those legs overhead into your quiet pose. If you can bring those toes all the way down to the mat, just hang out here. Maybe you can bring your hands flat on the mat, your palms flat on the mat. If it feels okay, you can clasp those hands behind your back and kind of roll into that a little, bringing those shoulders a little bit closer together. Really pressing those toes down into the mat and just breathing into this here. Keeping those hips directly stacked over that waist, or that waist over those hips. Maybe bringing those knees around your ears here, grabbing those heels, and just whispering and breathing into this. 3 more breaths. And then rolling back down, slowly rolling down. Actually bringing those knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around your knees, and just rolling gently from right to left, getting a nice lower back massage here. Extending those legs straight out in front of you. Let's bring that right knee into your chest, squeezing that knee up towards your shoulder, taking that knee with your left hand, rolling it over to the left, looking over your right shoulder, getting a nice twist here, breathing into it. Back to center, giving it one last good squeeze here, switching out those legs, bringing that left knee in, right leg out, squeezing that left knee into your shoulder, and then exhaling as you bring that right knee over to the left side, looking over that left shoulder, and just breathing into this next twist. Left knee back to center, squeezing that into your shoulder one last time, and then gently exhaling as you release that leg. Coming into your Savasana pose, you've done an awesome job today. Bringing those feet out to the corners of the mat, letting your hands come out to 45-degree angles. Taking one big inhale here, and then exhaling everything out. Just enjoying this release. Closing your eyes. Relaxing that forehead, taking all those wrinkles, those lines out. Relaxing those eyelids, feeling those eyes rolling back in. Relaxing your cheeks, your tongue, your jaw. stay here as long as you'd like. Or if you'd like to finish the practice with me, gently rolling over to your right side, resting your head on the top of your arm like a pillow. And big inhale, exhale. Keep your eyes closed, pressing into the ground and just gently pushing up. Coming to a seated cross-legged position at the top of your mat. Keeping those eyes closed, bringing your hands to your chest in a prayer position. We'll end this practice with one last Om, remembering that intention that we started with, your dedication, whatever it may be. Let's bring that to the third eye center. Inhaling together. Bowing down to your fingers, thanking Mother Earth, nature, the divine spirit within you. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice, sharing your time with me. I hope that you enjoyed every second of it and feel a little more grounded to nature. Slowly raising your head up, blinking those eyes, rubbing your hands together, bringing your hands over your eyes. Now slowly blinking your eyes open, gently releasing those hands down to your knees. Thank you so much for joining me in my first class in Dharmakot, India. I hope it was lovely, and I hope you'll come back for more. It'll get better, I promise. It's my first one. Namaste.